Hey everyone, welcome back to Winject Studios, and I'm Russ Johns, your host and curator of some amazing content today. So I want to share some things with you today that are going to be absolutely critical for your success. And I have a special offer. So if you stick around, I'm going to be sharing something that I'm working on that you will absolutely, positively want to participate in, because it's an exclusive Winject Studios offer to the community. And I just want to make sure that you have an opportunity to get involved, get engaged, make it matter, because we're here to support you. Winject Studios is all about the idea that you can get answers, you can ask questions, you can get responses, and text us at 843-396-2104. Join the community. It's amazing. And so I want to start off by saying this episode today is going to be about some overall tools you can use to help your live stream, your podcast, your promotional efforts, things that you want to put out into the world. These are things that you can use on any scale, any amount. And I wanted to share them with you because I've talked about different pieces of this puzzle in the past episodes. And if you want to go back and look at those, go check it out. Join the Winject Studios, Winject Community, and you can review all of the content. And so if we have an opportunity to teach something or learn something new, and share it with you, that's part of the community as well. If you have questions, you can find somebody that is in the community that can answer your questions. If you want some feedback or you want some, just information, and you want to be able to have somebody tell you what has worked for them, the Winject community is for you. If you want to grow your podcast, if you want to expand your brand, if you want to amplify your message, the Winject Studios and the Winject community is for you. We're going to be doing music. We're going to be doing podcasting. We're going to be doing production, all of the things. And as part of the community, I'm offering some of the live streaming production, some of the systems that you can use in order to accomplish your goals over and over again. So I wanted to jump in and share a few tools with you. So let's jump in and take a look at some tools today. And these are tools that you can use at any point in time, because they're really important to think about your process. Anytime you're asking guests to get on your show, or you want to streamline the activity to be able to get people involved and engaged in a conversation, you need some way to do this. We're living in a noisy world, and there's an opportunity for us to really kind of sit back and say, okay, well, what systems can I put in place? What tools can I use to make it a little easier on us? And there's a lot of tools, and I've used a lot of tools, and these are the tools that I recommend and I produce results for all my clients. And the reason I'm using these tools is because I know they work, and I know they'll work for you. And at the end of the show, pay attention, because I'm going to be sharing a specific offer with the community to get more information about these tools in depth and how they work together in a much broader perspective. So let's dive in and get these tools, kind of identify what you're going to be using. So first off, we want to make sure that we have an opportunity to share this information with the Winject community. So if you found this valuable and you found this content worthwhile, share it with somebody in the community. Share it with somebody that needs to be in the community. The only way we're going to grow and the only way we're going to expand is if we start talking about it, we start mentioning this stuff, and we start producing results. And that's just like business. Nothing happens till something happens, right? It's just like you can't you can't manifest outcomes when you're just dreaming about it. You have to take action. So, you know, it's one of those things that you really have to do. So the thing that we really doing to do that's going to make the big difference, though, is doing it together. I'm a huge advocate and I'm a huge partner in a lot of different activities. And Winject is one of those activities that I really am passionate about. I really want to be able to help as many people as possible. And I think that that's an opportunity that you have as well. So jump in and dive in and get some assistance in your activities in your podcasting journey as well. So one of the things, getting to the tools now, is you have to think about what your end goal is. And with your end goal in mind is, you know, I want more authority. I want more visibility. I want to be able to convert conversations into cash. I want to be able to start conversations. I want to be able to systematically produce outcomes when I need to produce outcomes. And it's lead generation. It's booking guests on your show. All of these things are very similar in the processes. I have to reach out to someone. I have to get them interested in my products or services or on my podcast. And I have to be able to easily move them from a conversation into an actual booking. And that could be booking in a program, booking on your show, booking on a one-to-one call, on a Zoom session, or any kind of a platform that you're working with. You know, there's a lot of platforms out there that you can actually join and connect and commit to. And one of the things that I wanted to make sure that we talk about today is this idea that, you know, I'm an advocate for live streaming. And each day my producer produces the pirate broadcast. And one of the best ways you can actually leverage your time is by building some systems around that. And what I do is every episode gets pushed out to, at a minimum, 20 specific independent individual sites every episode. And that's through live streaming, Facebook, you know, Twitter, all the normal sites. But there's also, it gets delivered to a podcast. So each podcast episode gets delivered to an additional amount of sites. And so every episode, you know, going out to 20 locations builds up a lot of momentum. However, it takes systems, it takes some tools, it takes some understanding of how these tools fit together. And so one of the things that I wanted to make sure you do is you know, converting the contact into a contract. And also long-term relationships are absolutely key. So if you're not developing conversations that are lasting and you're in podcasting, it's really, at least this is for me. Now your business may be different. It may be transactional and you need to, you know, sell 1,000 widgets a day to do what you need to do. Everybody's different. However, I still believe that in order for us to build our authority and our visibility, you have to be able to publish and produce content in a number of different ways. Because, I mean, granted, you know, your Twitter feed flies by every second, YouTube, Facebook, whatever it happens to be. The algorithms are playing against it. You know, there's a lot of things that we have to work on and adjust and continue to tweak as we move through this process. And so having these tools are going to be important. So one of the things that I use, I absolutely love, I'm an advocate for it. I'm you know, I've been a fan and a supporter since day one, and that's Dubb. Now I've gone through other episodes and shared some Dubb content with you. And Dubb is a platform that allows you to actually record your video. You can record it on your phone. It's super simple, super easy, super productive. And you can send personalized messages. You can send a personalized message individually to an individual, or you can send you can record a message that's more generic that you could send to multiple people. And you could actually package something up that allows you right within Dubb to shoot a video and say, hey, thank you so much for the introduction today. I wanted to follow up and invite you to my podcast. I think you'd be a wonderful guest for my community, sharing a lot of actionable items and creating a lot of value. I would love to have you join me on a future episode. So just click down below, and you can put a form in there that allows you to, have them click down below and say, join my show. And then they can fill out some information. And what that does, it removes the friction for them, booking a call, scheduling a call, making sure that things are, and then following up with emails after emails. Just send them a quick video and it surprises them. It's like, wow, thank you for sending me that video. It was so personalized. It was so special. Thank you so much. And that I've booked hundreds of, probably thousands of calls. Yeah, literally thousands of calls in the last few years as a result of using Dubb. I've booked business. I've booked contracts. I've grown my business. I've expanded, and it was one of the reasons why I initially got involved in the Winject community. I know it works, and I know it works for you, and I'm going to be sharing more information. So stick around, and I'm going to share a special offer that we got for the Winject community on Dubb, because I think it's absolutely a critical piece that can shift your business to a few challenges to a few less challenges. All right. So the next tool that I want to talk about is Canva. And I've talked about Canva. I've shared it many times. I am a creative individual. I've never had specific training other than online in classes and doing some things with design. And Canva is a tool that you can use your thumbnails, you can use your graphics. This presentation was done in Canva. The automation, the animation, all of the pieces of the puzzle were created in Canva. And the reason I bring this up is because if you want that extra little sugar and spice and, icing on the cake and whatever metaphor you want to use, you can actually produce some amazing results very simply in Canva. Now you can outsource it. You can find somebody to do graphics, and I have people that do my graphics on multiple projects. However, if you just need something to knock out for your show and you want to be able to produce some results, I encourage you to take a look at Canva. And one of the things that I use Canva for that's also very engagement oriented is that I can create an animation, a small animation, and put it in comments in social media that it comes in blogs like, hey, gratitude for you. And if you follow me, you can probably catch them once in a while. And I'll just put it in DMs and things like that. And it's just that you build a library up of these little things, and it's personal. It's not just the standard GIF that everybody else is using. It's not the standard animation that everybody else is using. It's personal. It's personal to you. And these are tools that you can actually leverage results in and be standing out just a little bit more. Identifying and supporting your brand. Being able to amplify your message and your communication, and also be able to, create some visibility. Because when you drop something like that in a busy feed, it stands out. It really does stand out. So I'm going to be sharing a little bit more about that. And I've actually, if you go back in past episodes of this show, you'll actually see some, I'm pretty sure that I've shared Canva in the past. So the other tool that I want to talk about is Calendly. Now, there are a lot of Book Like a Boss. There's lots of different calendar features and functionality that you can actually use. And I have found Calendly to be a platform that works for my process. I've built it into my activities. I've built it into my process. I've made sure that it fits into everything that I'm doing. It fits into how I workflow. And what it allows me to do is actually send out a notification to the individual that signs up. And it also notifies my producer that there's somebody that has signed up. It captures a little bit of information about who the individual is and what they're doing. And then it actually goes through this process and allows me to know exactly who they are, when they booked, what day they're going to be showing up, how do we get a hold of them? And then it's all booked on a day in my Google Calendar, and it's set up, it's delivered, and all of these pieces of the puzzle. It's very systematic. So I'd love to share with you more about how this fits in, how it connects, how it all works together. And that's part of the offer that I want to share with you later on. ClickUp. ClickUp is a tool. If you're familiar with Basecamp or there's a number of different project management softwares. It escapes me right now. So it's really about the idea that we can actually put things in perspective and say, what steps do I need to take? What is important to me in my business right now? What are the things and the action items that I need to make sure that I take care of? And the reason I love ClickUp is, well, a number of reasons, is they're templates you can build. So if you're doing a podcast and you're doing your broadcast, you can actually systematically go through and produce and continue to produce results with your show. And systematically that, okay, I haven't missed anything. I've sent everything off. I've got all the notifications in place. I've created the graphics. I've logged in. I'm set up for the audio. I'm set up for the video, whatever it happens to be. And one of the other reasons I like to use ClickUp is because I can actually take and create tasks from emails in my Gmail account. So there's a lot of small nuances that you don't think about that are very systematic, that once you create these habits and you get in the habit of working with these systems, it builds on your activities. So you're optimizing your time, you're creating efficiencies. You're not spending a bunch of time on your administration of your show, but you're able to spend more time on your promotion of your show. And that also helps on the way. So I recommend you look at ClickUp if you're not using a tool. If you're already using a tool, great. However, the tool I use and the tool my team uses is ClickUp. So that's something that you could actually look at. The next thing I want to talk about is Streamyard. I use Streamyard. We're streaming on Streamyard right now today. And the reason Streamyard is because it's designed for simplicity. It's designed for ease of use. It's very elegant in its simplicity. And there are a lot of tools that I use, a lot of tools that you can use, and the range is increasing and improving every day. However, it's like anything else. If you pick a technology and you pick a system and a solution and you continue to use that, it improves over time. You improve the way you're using it over time. And then it becomes less and less of I have to figure this out every week. I have to figure it out. I have to think about how I need to do this every time. And so building these systems and these roadmaps and these processes and having somebody help you along your journey is going to be key and absolutely important for you to accelerate your success. Amplify your message, accelerate your success, build your systems, increase your visibility. All of these things are part of the process, and it's not one and done. It's not overnight. It's a journey. It's constantly improving, just like an instrument. You know, you practice an instrument. You don't practice it once and you're, famous. You practice it all the time, and you continue to improve. And it's exercising that muscle. It's exercising that process. And I just encourage you to think about what that looks like for your journey. And one of the things that I just found, and I'm going to be experimenting with, and I'll share more about this, is project broadcast. Now, within Dubb, I can actually use Twilio, and I can send SMS messages. We have the community app that we use in Winject, which if you want to ask a question, you can ask questions, and you can text a number out. Join the Winject community. Text 843-396-2104. 843-396-2104, and ask questions. And you can get involved and engage in that, and we'll go back and forth. And Project Broadcast is a similar solution. However, when I'm working with the pirate community and I'm working with a lot of different content, one of the things I like to do is remind people that I'm thinking about them. I would like them to stay top of mind so I can actually send content. So with Dubb, what I can do is I can actually create a video and just say, hey, I hope you're having an awesome day. I just wanted to drop this video and say, hey. So I drop that video in Project Broadcast, and then I can send that out and I can schedule it or broadcast it. So, and I can also do drip campaigns with it. So if somebody signs up and I have a mini course that I've created in Dubb, then I can actually send those videos out in sequence over time. So I'll let you know what that looks like and what that actually ends up being over time. And I'll continue to share that in the Winject community. So if you're not part of the Winject community, you may not necessarily get all the value. You may have to do your own research. However, if you sign up for the Winject community, you can go to winject.com, sign up, get engaged, and get involved. And then, I can share these things with you all the time. Right? I think it's a good idea. It's a good idea. That's why I'm involved in the community. So the special offer, I want to talk to you about the special offer. I'm going to do a 5-week mastermind masterclass sprint. And I'm going to be talking about this entire process about booking guests, lead generation, and using these tools in combination with each other to actually grow your audience, develop your leads, actually make sure that you're doing all of these things and you have the support along the way in order to accomplish your goal. And I want to make sure that you have an opportunity to join in. And this is for pirates in the Winject community. So I just want to make sure that you have this opportunity that you can actually join in, get this offer. And I'm usually selling it for $9.97, and I'm offering it to the Winject community for $4.97. And I'm going to take 10 members per class. So if you want to get on the wait list, just contact us Winject, or you can reach out to me, DM me, or reach out and contact and get your information, and let's get you involved in the class, and I'll send you a super secret squirrel code that allows you to actually get signed up for the class. So if that's of interest to you, let me know. If you're interested in learning more about the Winject community, go to winject.com and make sure that you have all of these opportunities and efforts available to you. Make sure that you can ask questions. I'm more than willing to answer any questions you have. I've been doing this for years. I've been in technology for a little while. I've tested a lot of things. I've produced thousands of podcasts, thousands of episodes, lots of live streams. I've produced for clients all over the country, all over the world, actually. And I just want to make sure that you have the tools and the resources to do what you feel you can do to share value with the world. Everybody has a message. Everybody has a gift. Everybody has an opportunity now to share that, create a legacy from that information, help a lot of people. And I want you to take the steps in getting there. Make sure that you have an opportunity to get there, make it matter, because kindness is cool and smiles are free. And I just want you to enjoy the day. So from me to you, jump on board and let's get connected, because you're only one conversation away. Enjoy the day. Till next time.
This broadcast is brought to you by Winject Studios. We are an all-in-one educational platform for podcasters that revolutionizes how hosts leverage content to increase engagement with listeners, downloads, and income. We come together to focus on community, collaboration, and collective impact. For more information on how you can interact directly with our hosts, access exclusive live content with offers you can't get anywhere else from our official partners, join our purpose-driven community by visiting www.winject.com. If you're ready to build a career doing what you love, then we're ready to see you there.